Hey guys, it's Mike the Wrestling Godsmith. I know I've been uploading all night, guys. So I'm gonna do my Raw predictions for tomorrow because I know what's gonna happen between that time. So I'm actually gonna go with my first prediction, which is the number one. Okay, so number one, I think another wild card thing is gonna happen next week, like it did this week, because like I said, and I'm really, in my opinion about that wild card rule, it is going to it's gonna suck. Because the wild card rule has no effect in wrestling. It doesn't. It shouldn't even exist in the WWE. Because I feel like Vince McMahon is quote unquote because he's older now and he's not the young business guy. The businessman that he was like 15, 20 years ago. And I just feel like he's literally losing his audience, which is the WWE universe in Raw, and I just feel like it's a waste. I feel like they're not even using their talent. I haven't seen Titus. I haven't seen Apollo Crews. And you know what's funny? Like, where is Mojo Rawley? Like, what happened to him? I saw Dolph, but that was only a miss and misses. But that was it. And I'm being honest with you guys. The wild card rule is gonna happen again. It's gonna be a wild card night, again. And like I said, I think this also this thing reeks of desperation. It reeks of desperate things. It does. It reeks, and I'm sorry, but in my own mind, I think with Vince McMahon, it reeks. It reeks. I I don't know what's going on, and like I said, but my second prediction, guys, is listen. The Roman thing, he needs to stay on SmackDown. He'll probably make another promo with Vince or something, or it's gonna be another wild card match. My third prediction will probably be another six-man tag match, like they did last week. It'll probably be a universal. They're probably gonna. Well, this week they got to talk about Money in the Bank because it is gonna be this Sunday. So I'm thinking we might see another AJ, we might see another AJ Seth thing go on. Because I'm thinking they're probably gonna have a blow off match instead of it being they're probably gonna be like it's gonna be a one-on-one match, like like a rival, because it's a hot rivalry. So it's probably gonna be a one-on-one match. And like I said, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that because, and I'm being honest, guys, the way I see it for Raw is this: either, and I'm gonna be perfectly clear and I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Either two things are gonna happen, man, and they gotta like SmackDown, Raw and SmackDown have to realize this junk. They have to. They gotta realize it. They gotta realize this junk because here's what I feel like. Here's what I feel like. I'm just going with the gut because he knows I gotta. Like I said, I'm going with my gut. I think Seth and AJ is the biggest rivalry, just like Kevin's and Kofi, like Kevin and Kofi. But it's gonna die out because of Raw. It's because the ratings are such. The morale is just not there. Like it's not there. And what I mean, guys, what I mean by not there, it's just non-existent. Like it's not. It's never been there. It's like because it's it's so bad because of the wild card. We keep getting promises of new matches, new storylines, new rivalries, new champions, new titles. Nothing. And like I don't get it, bro. Why is Vince? I don't like to use this word, but Vince is really fucking up the brand. He's fucking with it. I don't get it. It's like one week we like that's the thing. If they're gonna do another crap on Raw, I'd rather watch SmackDown because it's a breath of fresh air. And I'm being honest with this guy. Like I'm gonna be honest with like my last review with Raw. The junk it's gonna be a solid D tomorrow because the junk is like it's really bad to the point where they're not even giving the guys who need a storyline a bloody shot. We got Drew McIntyre, you got Bobby, you got Leo, but you're not using him. You don't use them. You don't even put that dude on 205, and it would be better if he was on 205 because he would get something out of it. Like, that's my point. Bobby's not reaching his potential. Miz is going to be in a feud with him at some point. It's going to be like a freaking lackluster feud. Or to the point where they're going to take him from Raw to put him on SmackDown to give him something. And they can't, but this is what I mean, guys. Like, and I'm being honest. And I'm gonna make my fourth prediction. My fourth prediction is that Lashley's gonna get added to the. Lashley will get a title shot. That's my fourth prediction. Why? Because I think they're gonna add him. I think he's gonna get tired of being just outmaneuvered or passed up for nothing. It's the same thing with Miz. It's like they don't even try. And this is what I mean. And the tag division is not even, they're not even trying to put those tag team titles on anybody's waist. It's so bad. And I get why Scott Steiner wanted to quit, because they can't push him. They don't know how to push Scott Steiner. They don't know how to build with him. They don't. And that was the thing. They didn't know how to build with Scott Steiner. They didn't know how to build him. They don't even know how to build with freaking Seth, and he's Universal Champion. Like, what's going on? The freaking NXT call-ups you call up to Raw don't even get their push because they're sucking at it so bad. They're grasping for air. And I'm going to give you guys an example. Like I said, it's EC3. What have we've seen that dude on main roster. We haven't seen him do nothing yet. Nothing. Lacey, what happened? Oh, Nikki Cross from Sanity, because she had a good idea. She had a great rule. She had a great style. What did they do with her? They booked her. They couldn't book her strong. They booked her weak. Then we tried to get her a tag. We can't get her a belt. We can't give her anything. It would be nice if Lacey Evans had a fight with her so she could actually get the title, and then we can get it to Naomi. Then we can drop it to these other guys, but we can't drop it. And here's what I mean, guys. And like I said, I'm not going to make this a long. It's going to be a little bit of a long video. It might be like 12, 13 minutes over, but listen. Like I'm saying, guys, and this is what I mean. Why? This is what I'm angry about even today. I'm sick. I'm sick of the WWE playing this game with us like we don't know what the freak is going on, like we're idiots, and we're not. What happens? And this is what I mean. I'm not making this a rant video, but this is what I mean, guys. The guys that are getting their chances are becoming champions at WrestleMania. The guys who need the championship to balance their career, to get better, to have a better rivalry, and to get better. And CM Punk was right. Every time they get somebody at a face or a heel, it doesn't work. The face or heel, like the face or heel thing just doesn't work. It's too bad of a job. It's too bad of an idea because they can't give Drew something because he's that good of an athlete, but they don't want him to leave though. He left because that dude got fired. He went to TNA to go to Impact to get better. And what happened? He goes right back to the place that they got rid of him for. Went from NXT to Raw, but they can't even put the guy enough to give him a boost, to give him a title shot, to give him something, and they can't. Then Dolph is on hiatus, which I don't even think he's ever coming back. But yet, he wants to go somewhere. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Why is it that every week, every year of Raw, for the last 25 years, almost 30, 40 years now, almost 70 years of Raw, and they still haven't pushed enough? They don't push their talent. SmackDown pushes their talent to give them better highlights, give them an area to breathe. Because now that we have Finn, now that they're bringing Finn in, it's getting the ratings to SmackDown just a bit higher than Raw. And that was the thing I was making a prediction about 2 years ago that he was gonna go to Raw, that he was gonna go to SmackDown, and because AJ thinks he can do better on the why do you think he didn't stay on the Red brand, AJ? Because you're gonna what? You're gonna take the Universal title from Seth to make yourself a better competitor. Then they need Baron. Then they still gotta give Baron an angle. Then they have to give him an angle, Drew an angle, and Bobby an angle. Then they can't even give Strowman an angle, which he needs one, and they haven't given it to him. This is the point I get angry about. He could have had one if Brock would have had the fight with him and actually would have had a great match with him. Because the thing is, it's two different monsters, two different eras coming together. And now, like I said, guys, 10 minutes in, like I said, 10 minutes in, guy, like I'm doing good. Like I said, why are we doing this? And this is why Wrestle Talk, Wrestling Observer, Bruce Pritchard, all these guys and Vince Russo don't never talk about. It's not the ratings, it's the way Vince is booking everyone. And Triple H is not stepping in to play the heel figure, or at least trying to play the business figure that he's supposed to play. We should be having NXT titles on Raw or the main brands to make them something because they could be stars, and that's the point. This is supposed to be the future generation. What are we getting from it? Nothing. At least with SmackDown, I'm getting Aleister Black promos, and I'm seeing the guy. Because I'm going to see him on... And here's the joke. I don't even hate this. I don't. I don't hate Andrade. I don't. I don't want him on Raw because he's not going to get anything from Joe. Because Joe won't defend the title. Joe won't even get a push because he's had that U.S. title. So they exchanged the U.S. for the Intercontinental. And here's the point I'm sick of doing. I'm sick of doing this crap. I'm sick of doing it, bro. I'm sick of playing this. Listen, no, he knows. Like, this is the point. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Just hold on a second. This is what I mean. This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean, right? Every time Raw does something with those call-ups, and I mean this a lot, and this is a pattern, it's because they don't know what to balance their talent. And like I said, with Triple H, he could have been the guy if Vince would actually just walk away. But he won't because he's so afraid that it's the flagship show when it's really SmackDown's the flagship. Why are you gonna? This is the point I don't understand, right? You literally messed up your women's division to get rid of Naomi, to let Becky Lynch to have two belts, to have it. Then you said, you know what? Our tag division is kind of lackluster because it really is. And the fact that you got the War Raiders on the main roster being that tag team, which is really not gonna get a tag team title shot any freaking way. Why would you bring them? Because they weren't done. That's why I'm glad the Undisputed Era is not coming up yet. Because when they go into SmackDown, they're gonna freaking dominate again. Even without Roderick Strong, they're gonna keep dominating again. They keep playing the game. Because the joke is the wrestling division. And this is what I mean. Why can't Raw be stacked with the women and the tag team and the main and the top guy? But it never will be because I'm being honest with you guys. Here's what I think about my predictions. Right, I'm make one more. I'm about to make a sixth prediction, a mystery six prediction. How much you want to bet? I'm sorry about this. I don't want to be bet, but how much you guys want to think? And I'm actually gonna make a prediction for you guys. How much? What do you think the chances are the Undisputed Era coming from after Money in the Bank? What are the chances? Because I'm thinking they're coming, man. These guys are coming, whether they want to or not, and just it's sickening. It is. It's sickening so much that it is to the point where I'm tired. I'm tired of running the gauntlet. Like this is what I mean with Raw tomorrow. Because Raw's gonna be that little head of that little brain in the head that's still trying to play it off. Because the joke is I had a gun to my brain. Because I mean this, guys. Like this is what I mean. Raw doesn't know what to do. And I'm hoping, and I'm like I said, Raw's gonna be a D tomorrow, guys. Because the wild card rule is gonna play in effect somewhere. It's gonna be another crapper. Raw's gonna be another crapper. I wouldn't even like I said, guys. I'm gonna do my Raw review, and that'll give you guys more insight of what I think. But this is just my predictions. But like I said, guys, like, comment, subscribe, peace.